job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to throw it. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. That's caught. It's Daniels. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Big play, takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to fire on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Montgomery. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football? When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Good timing on the quick out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got a little space. Inside the 45. Turns on the Jets. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Isaac. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Robinson. Can't get him to the ground. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Big fella moving, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Makes the catch inside his 30 and looking for room. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Powers through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Isaac. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots.
It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks into the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Find some fresh air. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. It's a reverse. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
To the air on first down. Fires left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The play-action fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Runs through the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes his man miss. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out to the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now, and they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it to the right. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Down in 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Shakes off the defender. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Robinson. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, a lot of room to the right. The 40. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Isaac. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Right on the money. Great move. Now he's got room. Touchdown,
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Dangerous return man grabs it inside his 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Moves away as he feels pressure. The throw. That's caught. It's Daniels. And he'll be brought down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He'll try to do it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Here comes the offense on second down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Gets it to the back, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on